and welcome to Graphic Online News in Brief. In the headlines, pressure group ASEPA says it is disappointed by the stance of CHRAJ not to probe bribery allegation against Chief Justice. Former National Coordinator of GYEEDA, who was imprisoned for malfeasance, says his time in prison helped to improve the lives of many prisoners. And homicide officers take over investigations into suspected murder of 3 young boys in Bono Region. News in Brief is brought to you by.
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the news in brief. Civil society organization, the Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability Ghana, has criticized the Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice for staying out of the investigations into a $5 million bribery allegation against the Chief Justice. Executive Director of ASEPA Ghana, Mr. Mensa Thompson, says CHRAJ's decision not to be part of the investigation is a gross violation of procedural rules.
Chief Justice Enini Yeboah is alleged to have demanded a bribe of $5 million from Nana Ojeidom Obrenu Kwesiata VI to help him win a case at the Supreme Court. The Chief Justice has since denied the allegation. ASEPA then proceeded to petition CHRAJ to look into the matter, but CHRAJ, in a response to the petition, says it has ceased to investigate the complaint because ASEPA has also petitioned the presidency, which has begun work on the allegation. But speaking during a press conference in Accra on Monday, August 23, Mr. Thompson said CHRAJ's decision is unfortunate and disappointing.
All the two actions have different end game and different results. CHRAJ's mandate under the law, under the Act and the Code of Conduct for Public Officers is to investigate the administrative breaches and violations and issues of bribery and corruption. It is a civil procedure. CHRAJ's report does not have criminal consequences, and CHRAJ cannot make a recommendation to remove the Chief Justice. But we also agree that the constitutional process for the removal of the Chief Justice, if it turns out that there is any iota of truth in the allegations, is under Article 146 and must go through the presidency. In petitioning the CHRAJ and the president, we were persuaded by the limitations of the Council of State and the bodies who are going to investigate this matter. The Council of State do not have technical capacities of investigation. It is CHRAJ who is clothed with the technical expertise and original jurisdiction in investigation.
The former Member of Parliament for the Chiana Paga constituency in the Upper East region, Mr. Abuga Pele, says his time in the Nsawam prisons, where he was sent for malfeasance, was a blessing in disguise. He says while there, he supported and encouraged many prisoners to further their education, increasing the number of prisoner students from 153 to 300.
Abuga Pele, a former National Coordinator for the defunct Ghana Youth Employment and Entrepreneurial Development Agency, otherwise called GYEEDA, was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment on February 23, 2018 for his involvement in a 4.1 million cedi scandal, but was granted presidential pardon on July 1, 2021 on health grounds after serving 3 years. A businessman, Philip Asibit, was also sentenced to 12 years imprisonment for his involvement in the scandal. Speaking at his hometown at Nakolo in the Kasina-Nankana West District, Mr. Pele thanked President Akufo-Addo for his intervention, noting that his time in prison was not a punishment but a learning process.
I thank God for my release. I thank the President. I thank the rule of Nakolo. I thank all those who were instrumental in getting me out of prison. I was not incarcerated. I was not put in prison. You only put in prison if your mind accepts it, if your mind allows it. I was taken there to learn. The people in prison are my younger brothers, my sisters, and my fathers. Some of them needed help. Maybe God sent me there to help them. I became the headmaster of the school that produced they do distance course on purpose. I was a coach for the football team, the young football team. I took the opportunity to entertain them. The number of prison inmates who attended school grew from almost 153 to almost 300 when I was there. I thank God I was able to contribute a small aspect of love to those unfortunate souls there.
Personnel of the Homicide Unit of the Ghana Police Service have arrived at Abisim near Sunyani in the Bono Region to begin investigations into the alleged killing of 3 young boys. The team arrived in Sunyani on Monday, August 23, following a directive by the Acting Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare, to take over the investigations.
The police in Sunyani arrested 28-year-old Richard Appiah, an architect who is believed to have murdered 3 boys. Police also found what they suspect to be human flesh in a fridge. The victims are his own 12-year-old stepbrother Louis Ajiman Jr. and the 15-year-old Stephen Sapon. The third victim is yet to be identified. The bodies were found in his living quarters at Alaska near Abisim on Friday, August 2021. Graphic Online gathers that the homicide officers have sent the fridge to the regional command and also brought exhibits suspected to have been used to commit the crime to the regional headquarters to be transferred to Accra.
Thank you for watching. We will see you again with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at Graphic GH. I am Juliet Echa Safo.
Subscribe now.